welcome to Core Consultancy, where we get to the core of your digital dilemmas. This is a channel for business owners, entrepreneurs, and anyone with a keen interest in digital marketing. My name is Elisha and I am an SEO consultant based in London. So in today's video, we will be taking a deep dive into the two most common optimization techniques, on-page SEO and off-page SEO. We will be discussing what the main differences are, what's involved in each technique, and why you should be using both techniques to optimize your website. So if you want to learn more, continue watching the video. So we briefly discussed on-page and off-page SEO in my first ever video, which was an introduction to SEO. And if you haven't watched that video, I'm gonna leave the link right here. So I would highly suggest watching that video after watching this one. But just to go over what I said, on-page SEO refers to all the content that is on your website. So all the content that currently sits on your website can be optimized using on-page techniques. So this includes articles, headings, titles, images, URLs, and so on. Whereas off-page SEO refers to everything away from your website. So it's largely about the influence and the impact that your website has on other websites through backlinks. So the best way I can describe off-page SEO is basically like a popularity contest. So for example, in politics, you have a group of MPs that are all campaigning to be the next Prime Minister of the UK. So they work hard campaigning for months and months and months until one of them finally gets elected to be the Prime Minister and becomes the most respected person in the country. So you could say that a backlink is similar to a vote. So the more backlinks your website has, the more votes your website has. So the more popular your website becomes and the more authoritative your website becomes. So the main differences between the two is that on-page SEO is a lot easier to control and it takes a lot less time to implement. And usually on-page SEO is just a one-off task. So usually once you've optimized your landing page, you can just go away and leave it to run its course. And it doesn't usually require you to, go back and optimize the page again. Once it's done, it's pretty much done. Whereas off-page SEO, it's a lot more challenging to control because you can't control how many people are naturally going to link to your website. You just can't control the amount of referral links your website is going to have. Also, off-page SEO takes a lot longer to implement because you have to develop a link building strategy. And link building strategies, it's an ongoing process, honestly. If you're a business owner or entrepreneur, your off-page SEO should never ever be stopping. It's an ongoing process. This is a lifetime process. You should always be investing time and energy into getting good quality backlinks to your site. It is a permanent process. It is extremely time consuming and often it does require a budget. So what I will say is, from what I've observed over the past 10 years of working in the SEO industry, is that if you are naturally technical, you will work better at on-page techniques. You will work better at on-page optimization. Whereas if you are naturally more creative and a bit more artsy, you will naturally work better with off-page techniques and off-page optimization. That is just something I have observed in my time being in the SEO industry. My personal preference is off-page SEO. I'm a very creative person and I love developing link building strategies. I love creating outreach campaigns and I love building relationships with people. So let's take a deeper look into what each technique involves. So there's quite a few techniques when it comes to on-page SEO, but I'm going to give an overview of the main ones that you should be focusing on. So it's really, really important to always optimize your title and description tags. These are also known as metadata. And the reason why both of these fields are extremely important is because they tell search engines what your web pages are about. Also, images. Images are equally just as important. Now, the issue with images is that search engines cannot read images. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this, but Google doesn't know what the hell your image is about. So it's up to you to optimize the alt tags so you can tell the search engines what this image is about. The next important element to optimize, and in my opinion this is probably the most important element, is your content. You must have useful, high quality content on your website. Google's algorithm updates have been prioritizing content in recent years. So if you don't have good content on your website, you're not going to rank. It's as simple as that. You have to prioritize your content. You have to optimize your content. This is the only way you are going to successfully rank in the search engine results. Another key element to optimize are your URLs. So as long as you're keeping these short and descriptive, it's all good. And then you have your links on each page. So I feel like this is something that a lot of companies overlook. A lot of companies, what I see them doing is they're creating this amazing content, really useful, great content, but they have no kind of internal linking strategy, or they have no linking strategy whatsoever on their web pages. And this is definitely something not to ignore. It's extremely important. So within every piece of content you have on your website, you must have links that link to other pages on your website. This is called an internal linking structure. So what these links do is they help search engines navigate your website, but they're not only for search engine purposes, because they also help users navigate your website as well. So it gives your customers a great user experience, and it also helps with SEO. But not just internal links, you should also be including external links as well. So you should be including links that link externally to external websites, because that also helps with SEO. So now let's take a look at some of the main elements you should be focusing on when it comes to off-page SEO. So the first one is backlinks, and I would say backlinks are the most important factor when it comes to off-page SEO. Why? Because the more high quality backlinks you generate to your website, the more authoritative and the more trustworthy your website is going to look in the eyes of a search engine. So citations are also very important when it comes to off-page SEO, and citations are basically online mentions of your business, and this is especially important if you have a local business, because it is a top ranking factor, and it's also a great way at promoting your business. Reviews are extremely important when it comes to off-page SEO. If you can get a large amount of positive reviews of your service or your product that you are offering as a business owner on third-party websites such as Trustpilot or FIFO or so on, you will naturally rank higher in the search engines. And the final element you should be optimizing are your social signals. So social signals are not a direct ranking factor, and this was actually confirmed by Google. So it's not a direct ranking factor. However, I would still highly recommend to implement social shares on your website, because it's basically common sense. So the more shares your content gets, the more it's going to increase its online visibility, which will naturally lead to more links and more mentions. So you're probably thinking, well, what should I be focusing my time on? Should I be spending more time and energy on on-page SEO or more time and energy on off-page SEO? My answer is both. It's a complete waste of time to focus on one without the other. You need both on-page and off-page optimization techniques in order to develop a successful SEO strategy and rank higher in the SERPs. At Core Consultancy, we focus on helping small businesses develop their SEO strategies, which combine both on-page and off-page optimization techniques. We also offer private one-to-one consultations, and we even offer an SEO course, which is perfect for SEO beginners, yourself or your staff members. We also offer fully comprehensive SEO audit, so please check out our website here for more information. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did find it useful, please give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel for more SEO and digital marketing related videos. Hit that notification bell and follow us on Instagram for more updates. We upload 2 videos a week every Monday and Friday, and until next time, I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.